All right, guys, today's video is on food plot fertilizing. To me, this is a valuable key into helping grow your big deer. However, I've always talked about trying to be fertilizer free in my plot. Well, why am I fertilizing if I'm going to be fertilizer free? That's two different things going on here. Well, different parts of my ground are at different stages of restoring. So this part in front of you is in year 1. And it may look kind of spotty now, but it's the deer vetch that is so small looking right now, it's hard to pick out in the camera. But it's here. It just needs a nutrition boost. I mean, I've been doing it long enough now, I can look at a plant and go, that's not enough. And I can throw nutrition out, boost it, and move on. Excuse me, my voice is trying to give out on me. I guess for some of you, it might be a good thing. So the overall goal here is when you start a soil restoration project, you need to build nutrition. That is the vital key. And there's multiple ways of doing it. You can use synthetic fertilizer, which is what I'm going to use today. I'm not harping real big on synthetics, but I'm going to use 15. That's just a general fix-it fertilizer. There are other companies where I take deer minerals, and a lot of people use mineral stations. I don't do that. I take deer mineral and broadcast it into my soil in order to build the trace minerals up, because this soil hardly has any. It is very, very bad at that. So that is one way to fix it. So, and if I had the money built up, for instance, this little area that you see used to be my clover plot, most likely I would coat this in approximately 400 to 500 pounds of trace mineral. I mean, I think it needs that much. Just my opinion on that. And once I eventually do that, we'll see how this ground responds afterwards. But some of the buckwheat has actually grown halfway decent. Some of it's quite strong, but the overall average looks kind of scrawny. The deer vetch, which is hard to spot in the camera because it's at a very small stage right now, and that is your deer vetch. That will start filling in rapidly before long. It's starting to grow just a little bit faster, but I can tell by looking at some things it's going to need some assistance. So I don't have all the equipment with me today, so I'm just simply doing hand broadcast. Hand broadcasting is an uneven method, so you may notice when you do this, your plants might grow in a wavy format, and that's just part of it if you're hand broadcasting. If you have a seed dispenser that's a good one, you can actually put fertilizer in it and walk over the ground like you're sowing seed, but always make sure you clean your seed spreader out, because that synthetic fertilizer can rust metal parts really quick, and you don't want to lose your seed spreader because you forgot to clean it out. But there's all kinds of ways to get it done, and this is just how I'm going to do it, tossing it by hand for now. And eventually this will grow into a very nice looking plot, is my hope. Can't guarantee it all the time because you just never know what's going to happen. But I am trying to build nutrition up and make these deer bigger, healthier, and happier. That is my main goal here. And eventually, you won't see any fertilizer videos. I'll just be talking about how well it's growing when it gets ready to get to that point. So that's just a short video. You can see my 15. I have some 19, but I need to save that for my giant pumpkins. And I've got some pure potassium, and I've also got some pure nitrogen bags, but I'm not bringing that out here. A general coating of 15 is good for me. That may be too strong for you. So always be aware that what I'm broadcasting out here may not work for you. So that's the end of the video. I hope you like these small tips on this as I try to bring the soil to life. And hopefully if you're around for a few more years, you might see the results of this. And maybe, just maybe, I'll have an entire plot with no fertilizer, and I'll be ready to expand at that point. So have a good one, guys.